like to follow along, these trifolds are at the back of the room. You can pick one up. We'll be going through each line item as well. Anyone online or watching at home, this trifold as well as the entire 2019 proposed budget can be found on the Saline County website under County Administrator. So the introduction, the 2019 Saline County annual budget provides the foundation, the direction, the services that will provide the citizens of Saline County throughout the budget year. The budget document presents the plan for how Saline County will spend its resources to assure quality public services in 2019.
Okay, thanks.
So some of the budget assumptions, these are pretty standard from year to year. The property taxes are a primary source of revenue funding sources for county services. The county is still under the state mandated tax lid. Inflation and increase in service demands push the need for an increase in budget authority. Property tax delinquency rate has remained stable, and public safety continues to be the primary component of the current budget and will be a focus in the near future. As we go through this, the public should recognize many aspects of the budget growth are public safety related. So the 2019 anticipated financials, revenues, this was determined during the budget process. We determined revenues less the delinquency rate, we have a 4% delinquency rate in Saline County, was $23,176,357. Again, through the budget process, we determined expenses or need for the county was $45,731,955. The resulting outcome or the need was $22,555,598. This resulting need is equivalent to the ad valorem taxes that we will need to collect for 2019. Again, 2018's need was $21,500,000. So this is this is an increase of $1,013,994 taxes from 2018. The net delinquency rate of 4% was $902,224. So if you are calculating revenues on the pamphlet, that is how we got to the revenue numbers here. The expenses in general fund expenses plus special fund expenses less than $966,000 of transfers and an additional $350,000 in budgeted carryover is how we got to the expenses as well. So the mill levy, this translates, the mill levy is a ratio between total taxes and total assessed values. It is a result or outcome of completing the budget process and determining county needs. So the 2019 assessed valuation is $587,572,722. New construction in Saline County this year was $6,746,662. So again, the 2019 need, the ad valorem tax was the $22,555,598. I have the calculation there, which is the $22 million divided by the assessed valuation. That is how the county gets to the 38.388 mill rate for 2019. This is a 1.067 mill increase over 2018. Each mill is worth $587,000. The reason the county only needs the 1.067 mill increase is due to the new construction. The new taxes on the new construction will generate roughly $425,000. So how does this affect the public? For a person who has a $100,000 home value, this will be a $12 increase in 2019. That's the entire year. $150,000 is $18, and $200,000 is a $24 increase. So projected revenues, again, this is on the front page of this budget trifold. I'll go over each line item. The unencumbered funds consists of unencumbered funds needed for county liquidity and stabilization reserve funds reserved for emergencies. These funds while unencumbered, may still be earmarked for specific future activities, such as special bridge and special road funds. funds. The Government Finance Officer Association recommends a 15% reserve account. Saline County has a 13.3% reserve account, so in line with governmental recommendations. The ad valorem taxes we've already talked about. Local sales tax is an increase in public spending in Saline County. It's not necessarily an increase in the rate at which we tax. Miscellaneous includes interest on idle funds, interlocal agreements, reimbursements, vehicle registrations, mortgage registrations, and others. The two restricted line items are funds set aside for future need. The CIP fund, or the capital improvement plan, we'll talk a little bit about later. And on the employee benefits, the county has a self-funded health insurance plan. This money is for insurance distributions as well as an emergency fund for higher claim years. On the projected expenses, this would be on the inside of your trifold. We have two types of projected expenses. We have the general fund category, which is on the left field, and then on the right, if you flip it all the way open, is the special funds. Right now, we'll talk about the general funds. The summary of expenses, Saline County has increased by $1.69 million over 2018. This includes 5 new budgeted positions. All these new positions are public safety and law enforcement related. In addition, we have an expansion of our CIP program, which is an additional, the majority of that is an additional $600,000 allocation to future expo center upgrades. The Saline County Jail also has $496,000 in identified projects in 2019. Senior Services is a new department of Saline County in 2019. The $706,000 budgeted for 2019. It's roughly a wash. What we're seeing here on the general expenses is there was nothing in 2018, which is kind of misleading. We had a distribution of the Senior Services of $328,000 in 2018. We are anticipating $338,000 in revenue in 2019, so that's where the other side of it is. So you're not seeing that on the expenses side. The net effect is a $40,000 in additional expense to the county. Lastly, staff raises. We issued a 2% across the board general raise for all employees. Effective raises, including step increases, are between 2 and 8%. So moving on to the special funds, again, this is on your right trifold. Road and Bridge had a slight increase in their equipment line item. We'll get to that in the equipment improvement program. Special Parks and Recreation and Special Alcohol are lower due to a reduction in the amount of alcohol tax collected in the county. Special Bridge, which is the 2 mil account, and the Special Road, which is the 1 mil account, collected their respective mills. The 2019 budget includes carryover of unspent 2018. So that is why those numbers are a little bit higher than the 1 mil or the 2 mil, because they did have some carryover. Those are still earmarked for those two projects. The CIP, the Capital Improvement Plan, accounts are funds specifically dedicated for infrastructure improvements specific to their individual departments. So we have Saline County CIP program, expo centers, noxious weeds, and health departments. So all 4 have their individual one. On appropriations, remain relatively unchanged. Central Kansas Mental Health Center had a slight increase. Again, Senior Services, it was in 2018, but it's no longer in 2019 since that is a county department. And the other line items are the North Central Flint Hills Area on Agency is again a Senior Services aspect that we realized when they became a department of Saline County. We broke that out. We felt that was an appropriation. We've always paid that amount. It's just been in Senior Services budget. We broke it out to be an appropriation, so it's not a new appropriation. Distributions. So the ambulance and EMS that we distribute to the city of Salina had a slight increase. Animal shelter, again, a slight increase. The transfers to EIP and CIP had some significant changes. The Sheriff's Department, the Equipment Improvement Program, Sheriff's Office was awarded more in the EIP line item than in 2018, mainly to replace aging fleet. The 2019 budget is more in line with past yearly distributions. 2018 was just a lower year. The capital improvement program was also expanded again in 2019 to account for future infrastructure improvements. Again, the biggest change was the $600,000 for future expo center upgrades. Yes?
Yeah, Andrew, I was just on that ambulance EMS, is that total budget there, of $1 million, is that a per call basis from the emergency management here in the ambulance service that we get from the local fire stations here in town?
There's a calculation the city of Salina will do. They'll have an anticipated budget, just like we're doing this process, and they'll go back and they'll analyze what it actually was compared to budget, and then we figure out what that number is to hold them full and whole. So whatever their expenses truly were, whatever their revenues truly were, because they do charge per call. So whatever those financials come in, Saline County will make them whole. In addition to this, I believe there's a $200,000 ambulance line item for replacement of ambulances.
Okay. Thank you.
So we really don't have a say in what that charge is. It's based on the prior year's usage as far as whatever the city bills us for.
It's both. It's prior year usage and it's a budget moving forward. So it's an anticipated number. But what we try to do is look back and make sure that those numbers are in line with what they actually set aside for in the budget. So we're holding true trailing years to make sure that we're not overpaying them or underpaying them or whatever it may be.
Great. Thank you.
That's based on an interlocal agreement that's been in place for many, many years.
On economic development, the county continues to support and invest in economic development at a higher level in 2018. The numbers were relatively unchanged, but we did a slight increase to North Central Kansas Planning Commission. We are distributing $35,000 to the Chamber of Commerce, $20,000 to the Economic Development Organization. We have $50,000 to other economic development and $5,000 to the enterprise zone.
The Chamber of Commerce for $35,000. I think $5,000 of that is for military affairs.
That's
Is
correct.
that correct? You're tagged for military affairs.
Correct.
Okay.
Next is a chart that shows the expenditures by function. This shows kind of how the county how these expenses are broken out. Public services by far the biggest component, as well as public safety. Those two make up the vast majority of Saline County's budget. The rest are smaller, I guess you can say. And looking to the future, public service and public safety continue to be the primary focus of Saline County. All new 5 budgeted positions are either a direct result or related to the jail population and overcrowding. These include 1 new county attorney position due to increased caseload, 2 new inmate transport positions due to higher number of inmates housed out of county, and 2 new jail reduction positions aimed at analyzing and reducing the inmate population. Saline County continues to look to the future and set aside funds now for large future projects. That is the conclusion. Is there any questions?
Questions from commissioners?
I'd like to say that was a great layman's term presentation that made it very understandable.
Great. At this time, I'll open the floor for public comments regarding the budget.
Along the miles line. I understand the need for taxes, but by raising my taxes, you're stifling economic development. I'm gonna have to renegotiate my purchase.
Understood.
If you look to the county to the south of us, every time I go to Wichita, go past in McPherson County, there's another building going up. What's going on here in Saline County?
All right, Norman, thank you for your comments. Does anyone else wish to speak regarding the budget? Okay, we'll move on then to item number 5.
Resolution number 18-2255, adoption of rural fire district number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, fiscal year 2019 budgets. Rita Deister, County Administrator.
Morning, Rita.
Good morning. The state law requires that whenever rural fire districts exceed the expenditures from 2018 above the consumer price index, that you need to do a resolution approving their budget. And then following the vote today, then that vote will be published in the Saline Journal by statute.
All right, are there any questions of Rita? Public comment regarding this? Bring it back to the commission for possible action then.
Mr. Chairman, I move we sign resolution 18-2255 and approve the fiscal year 2019 budget as published for RFPs 1 through 7 as recommended by staff.
Second motion. All right, it's been moved and seconded that we approve resolution 18-2255 for the adoption of rural fire districts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 for fiscal year 2019 budgets. Is there any further comment? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign, motion carries. All right, we'll move along to item number 6.
Adoption of Saline County and Kip Sewer District fiscal year 2019 budget. Rita Deister, County Administrator.
The statute for the county budget and for the Kip Sewer District is a little different than for rural fire districts. We are under a tax lid, so you do not have to do a resolution as we had done in the past. We did come under, if you approve the budget today, we will come under the tax lid, so that's good. We are under the tax lid by $1,350, so we just kind of scooted through on that. But since following the public hearing, you need to approve the budget and sign. So that's where we're at this point.
Questions? Comments? Public comment? Being none, this is rolling right along.
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve the published KIP Sewer District and Saline County fiscal year 2019 budget.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we adopt the Saline County and KIP Sewer District fiscal year 2019 budget. Further comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. The budget has been adopted. All right, are there any further business to attend to or announcements? All right, hearing none, I will take a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded that we are adjourned. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign. We will move on to meeting number 2, be joining the meeting room after a short break. Thanks for everyone for attending.